Good morning. Welcome to this sixth lecture in this series of lectures on basic English grammar. For today's lecture, we shall be covering subject-verb agreement. This is a fairly easy topic. However, we often tend to make mistakes in it. So let's begin. Okay, so before beginning with the main topic, I would like you to revise first person, second person and third person. So first person is I, the speaker, the person who is speaking. Second person is you, the person you are talking to, the person you are speaking with. Third person is the person you are speaking about. So I is first person, you second person, he and she is third person. Okay. Singular forms of these. So now coming to the main topic, subject-verb agreement, meaning which verb will go with which subject or which verb will a subject take. So there is one basic rule, that is a singular subject will take a singular verb and plural subject will take a plural verb. For example, the box of chocolates is kept in the fridge. So first find out the subject in a sentence and then find out the verb. So the box of chocolates. Here the subject is the box, which is singular. So therefore the verb is singular. Is. The box of chocolates is kept in the fridge. Unlike this, the chocolates are kept in the fridge. So here the subject is the chocolates, which are in the plural form. So therefore the verb is also plural. So this is one basic rule. Second, so if the subject is composed of two nouns or two pronouns which are connected by an and, so this and this, so then the subject becomes plural and therefore it will definitely take the plural verb. Examples, the doctoral student and the committee members, plural form, are in a meeting. So with a plural subject will be a plural verb. She and her father, both of them are important, were present at the party, not was. Third, so there are again two nouns here and two pronouns, but they are not connected by an and, not by a conjunction, but by or nor. Then the subject is singular because I am talking about either of the two, either this or this, not both. So then the subject is singular and hence the verb which will go with the subject will also be singular. Let's come to examples. You or your brother is to be blamed. So not both of them. So if I say you and your brother, then the verb will be are to be blamed. Now here I am saying you or your brother. So either you or your brother is to be blamed. Neither Raman nor Sita has a basket. So one of them, I am talking about one. Okay. Fourth, if a subject refers to more than one verb, so I have a sentence in which there is one subject and that subject is addressing more than one verb. So all the verbs will have to agree with the subject. That is, if the subject is singular, then all the verbs addressed by that subject will be singular. Example, family is one's strength and gives one emotional and material support. So both the subjects are going with the singular noun, a collective noun, but a singular noun family. So that is why both are singular. Second, interviews. Now the subject is plural. So interviews are a way to gauge one's ability and assess one's qualifications. So all the verbs which go with one subject will be agreeing to that verb, will be agreeing to that subject. So if the subject is singular, all the verbs will be singular. If the subject is plural, all the verbs will be plural. Fifth, sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by words like along with, like, as well as, besides, not, etc. So now these words and phrases are not part of the subject. You need to ignore them and you just need to think about the subject. If the subject is singular, take the singular verb. If the subject is plural, take the plural verb. These are just subordinate clauses added to the subject, but they are not part of the subject. So, she, like her father, was present at the party. So, I am talking about her, but I am just comparing her to her father, but the main subject remains she. So she is singular, so therefore the verb was. She, like her father, was present at the party. Unlike this, had I said she and her father, so therein I am talking about both of them. So then the verb will be plural. But here, she, like her father, was present at the party. Next, the students, along with their parents, are invited for tea. So I am talking about the students. This is a plural subject. I am not talking about the parents, but I am just mentioning in the subordinate clause that the parents are also invited. The students, along with their parents, are invited for tea. Sixth, words such as each one, either, neither, everyone, anybody. All of these have to be taken as singular subjects, and therefore they will use singular verbs. So each of you is expected to come, not are expected to come. Neither alternative, neither of the two alternatives is correct. Everybody is participating, not are participating. So these are common errors that we tend to do. So each one, either, neither, everyone, and anybody, all of these are singular subjects. Therefore, use singular verbs with them. Next, seventh. So if you have a phrase which is beginning with of, and this phrase follows the subject, so don't think of this phrase as part of the subject. The subject is a different entity. So let's come to the sentence examples. A group of friends has entered the theatre. So I am talking about the subject. The subject is a group. So a group becomes a collective noun, but a singular, a group. Not two groups, not many groups, but a group, singular subject. So a group of friends has entered the theatre, not a group of friends have entered the theatre. Second, the houses of the elite. So now here the phrase beginning with of, the houses of the elite are in this locality because the houses is plural. So whenever there is a phrase beginning with of, you are confused as to where is the subject will always precede this phrase. You don't have to think of this phrase as part of the subject. Okay, so the houses of the elite are in this locality, not the house of the elite is in this locality. Okay, next, eighth, a compound subject. So if you have a compound subject wherein you have two singular nouns connected by or, this was rule number 3 that we did. So if you have two nouns or two pronouns connected by an or, then I am talking either about this, either about this. Both are singular, so you will use a singular verb. That is what we've done. But now coming to the 8th rule. So if you have a compound subject wherein you have two nouns, one singular and one plural, then what to do? So then the verb will agree with that part of the subject which the verb is near to. So you will see the proximity of the verb. If the verb is near to the singular part, then use the singular verb. If the verb is near to the plural part of the subject, then use the plural verb. So let's come to the examples. It is a similar sentence. The meaning of two sentences, both these sentences is same, but just the change in the orientation. So the student or the committee members are going to shoulder the responsibility. So we have a compound subject here, two nouns connected by an or, but herein we will see one is singular, student singular, committee members plural. So verb will agree to that part of the subject which it is near to. So are, the verb, is near to committee members, which is plural. So therefore the plural form of the verb. Second, if I just reverse this sentence, change the orientation, the committee members or the student. So now the verb is near to the singular part of the subject, so therefore use the singular form of the verb. The committee members or the student is going to shoulder the responsibility. I hope this is clear. Ninth and the last rule, where you have uncountable nouns or you have collective nouns, you will take them as singular subject because you are talking about one entity or you are talking about something which is uncountable. Then you take it as one entity, a singular subject, and therefore take a singular verb. Primary education, it is uncountable, is vital for all. Information which we obtained today, again a subordinate clause, do not consider it, ignore it. So information is universal and relevant for all. Next, so these were uncountable nouns, first two. Second two, a herd of cattle was passing through the road. So a herd is a collective noun, take it as singular. And last one, a bunch of keys is lying there, not are lying there. I hope this is clear to you. So that will be all for today. If you remember, I left you last with two sets of words. One was advice and advise, and one was device and device, one with a C and one with an S. So the one with the C is the noun form and the one with an S is the verb form. So let's make sentences. I need your advice, like I need your pen. So I'm using it in the noun form. So use the C, advice. And I want you to advise me. I want you to do something. I'm using it in the verb form. So I will use the S, advise. Next, device. Computer is an electronic device. I am using the word in the noun sense. So I am using device. But when I use it in the verb form, like what is the plan that you have devised? I want you to devise a plan for me. That is, I want you to do something. It is the verb form. So you will use the S. Again, I am leaving you with two words which are commonly mistaken. Affect and effect. Affect beginning with an A and effect beginning with an E. So do find out their meanings. Thank you.